Yeah, you can get up in the morning and you can think about, all what I've not done or what I've got to do, or but you have the power to to change your thought. You have the power of focus and attention. That from what I've been learning, that's the key. Like, we have the power to focus our consciousness on whatever we want. And like animals or plants don't have that power, We have that power to consciously focus on things. So why wouldn't you consciously focus on good shit, right?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
don't don't get up and switch on the news and focus on, I don't know what Brexit's doing, or I don't even know what's going off. Boris Johnson. Don't focus on Boris Johnson, man. He's got his own shit to deal with.
Yeah, man.
Focus on the nice, the nice cup of coffee, the nice beer, if that's how you wake up. Do you know what I mean? And it's like that's not like really crazy weird shit. That's practical advice.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't think about bad things, think about good things. Don't be horrible to people, be nice to people.
Yeah.
And that's like the base of all spiritual teaching.
Yeah.
But the word spirituality, the word even the word mindfulness.
That's a bad right.
Yeah, because people think, fuck that. And I remember when I used to be like, that book, The Secret, about the law of attraction, manifestation.
Yeah.
I remember it was my parents that read that, and they went, "You should read this." And I just went, "Nah, it's a load of hippie shine." I had that kind of stigma about it.
Yeah.
And even I would have felt the same way about mindfulness. But the thing is the more I looked into it, the more really practical it was, and the more it made sense than anything else I'd been taught. So yeah, I'm very into that.
Yeah,
definitely, man.
I think the weird thing as well is obviously like life is really challenging. So for me, sometimes I feel kind of, it's like, it's easy for me to say like focus on mindfulness and stuff. But I think no matter what happens, like even if life becomes really, really challenging, it could only help.
Yeah,
that's a take home thing, isn't it? And then it starts with education. Like, and I was talking to my friend Rowan about this, and there is so much better education about it in school, like workshops about mental health and mindfulness. All these things are already happening. Even like having the kids act out certain moods and discussing it, and so it's so interesting, isn't it? But
I'm sorry to if I interrupted you.
No,
Chris Haddon, do a shout out to Chris Haddon.
Oh yeah, he's all about that.
He does he calls it mini mindfulness, and
I love it.
He teaches mindfulness to kids in schools, man, and like it's literally a guidebook to just how your mind works. Like the thing is as human beings, the way our brain works is, it's called the negativity bias. We're programmed to always look for what's wrong, and to see, because it's a survival mechanism. So back in the Stone Age or whatever, you're in a jungle and you're consciously looking out for
predators,
saber-toothed tigers, or whatever that's going to kill you. So your brain's constantly going, what's wrong? What can I do that's better? How can I fix this? And that instinct has stayed with us. And now we live in a life where there is no immediate threat physically, but your brain's constantly looking for stuff that's wrong.
Yeah.
So instead you go, well, what's wrong with me? Why aren't I good enough? What if, I fluffed up that verse? What if whoever was watching this podcast now thinks I'm shit?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. It sounds kind of petty when you say it out loud, but also...
but it's your brain's natural way of being, your brain's natural way of thinking. It's a survival mechanism. And so it's learning about that. And so just being aware of that is comforting, because you go, all right, well... And also being aware that everyone's going through this. No matter... even the Dalai Lama wakes up and probably goes, is my robe on straight? Oh, shit. Was I wearing that robe straight yesterday? Do you know what I mean? It's like... Everyone thinks this. We're all in the same boat together. And when you know that, because a lot of the stigma about mental health is that people keep it quiet. People don't talk about it. And it gets, more intense because you can't share it. And you think it's just you,
Yeah.
And like, so when you realize that everyone's thinking the same thing all the time, and then you can just kind of treat your mind in a way like a dog. And it's like, nah, heal. You stay there. I know you're thinking those thoughts, but that's not who I am.
Exactly.
You can stay there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. And you have good thoughts as well, like that. Yeah. You have and then if you watch them all go out, I literally, like, sometimes on a night, especially if I've been really, really busy for a while, I'll, like, before I go to sleep, I'll just sit and just watch my thoughts, like kind of like mindfulness, but I'll find it like really, really just interesting. Just like, I'm just gonna go impartial. I'm not
observe yourself.
Yeah, like I'm a human. Like, I'm born in this fucking crazy rock floats around a giant ball of fire. Kind of weird, I'm just gonna sit and watch what it's like to be a human for a second.
Yeah, we're all mad as fuck.
I'm not gonna buy this bullshit like I just came up with it. I'm gonna buy it like it's my whole life was programming this shit behind the scenes for me. I'm just gonna watch what happens, and then you can pretty much from that. It's really, really hard, but obviously the journey is like you can pick your thoughts.
Well, that's
that. Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
No,
I keep interrupting. I'm sorry.
It's just like, I think so many thoughts. Like, it always comes back to is like, I don't have any excuse not just to be good to people, and like, you only have one life. It's such a stupid like YOLO thing, but it's so true, isn't it? It's like that thing of, this is my one chance, so why the hell would I not make it as good as possible? And also, we're on the same boat, so be really good to other people and just like be like a bright spark in people's lives. So those are the good thoughts. And then the other thoughts, like, I'm never gonna make it as a musician. Everyone else. I'll watch them and be like,
and then you laugh. You can then learn to laugh at them, and you laugh at yourself. As though, like, I mean, it's like you guys have got this setup, and you learn how to make this setup amazing, and it's amazing setup. The light, the mics, the whole vibe you've got is great, and it looks great, and it sounds great because you learn how to do it. So why wouldn't you do that with your own mind?
Yeah, exactly.
Learn how your mind works. Learn how to use it the best way it can be.
Thank you for listening. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast to catch up on new episodes every week. Also, check us out on our Facebook and Instagram at RecRooms, where you can find out about our other exciting music series. We also have this and all our other episodes of the podcast up on our RecRooms YouTube channel for your viewing pleasure. See you next time.